Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto, and today guys we are taking another cheeky look at Cardano. We're going to be taking a look at some interesting articles we've stumbled across today, Chris. We're going to have a look at some Cardano price predictions and whether there is going to be a heavy or healthy, I should say really, correction due, because we have had quite a good few days, haven't we, with the price breaking out. So when that happens, corrections are usually due. So we'll have a look and see what's going on with that piece. But we'll also talk about, a potential, the major uptrend in general, and, what the targets are, because there's an article we've come across that's saying $1.40 should be just around the corner, right? And then lastly, Chris, there's a fantastic piece that you found, which talks about, restoring trust through decentralization. And this is something that Charles Hoskinson spoke about on one of his streams. So we'll get into a little bit of that as well if we have time. So hopefully you'll find this video useful, informative. If you do go ahead and smash that like button for Chris. He really does appreciate it. And likewise, if you're new to the channel and you're not yet subscribed, do go ahead and subscribe. By subscribing, you will be kept up to date with all of the various videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. Chris, because this is a Cardano video, do you know what we have to mention?
We do, by law.
By law.
We need to mention the Cardano pool that we have spun up, Nick, to basically help with you guys getting some juicy rewards in ADA. But with that said, if you're not holding, if you're holding Cardano and you're not delegating your ADA, then in my opinion, my humble opinion, you're not holding it correctly. You need to make your money work hard for you like you worked for it, right? So the reason why I say this is, there is really no reason to not be delegating your ADA. There's no lockup time, so you can literally delegate it and you can pull it out if the price skyrockets to $100 dollars a coin, for example. You can pull it out in the same speed that it would take to move it from wallet to wallet, and then you could obviously exit the market if you wish to. But with that said, you can earn, I think the average pool generates about 5% APY a year, so it's not to be sniffed at. If you're just holding it in a wallet, for me, you'd be better off moving it, and it's just as safe as holding it in a wallet, for example. It's not actually being sent to the pool, it's just being delegated, isn't it, Nick?
Yeah, so it's actually a really straightforward process, just to delegate your ADA into a pool, and by doing so you'll earn, as Chris was saying, up towards like 5% on average APY. And not only that, it's paid out every 7 days, and it compounds, right? So you have a compounding effect on it. So it actually builds up quite nicely over time as well. So yeah, if you've got some ADA and you're not delegating it, delegate it. It is one of the best things you can do. And if you are delegating currently and looking for a change, then do check out the Cheeky Crypto Cardano pool. We have launched it most recently. We've got about 500,000 so far in there, and you can find it under the ticker of Cheek. So yeah, go ahead and check that out. We'd love to have you minting blocks with us and helping the decentralization effort for Cardano. So with all that said and done, Chris, let's jump on over to the desktop and take a look at the first piece that we've stumbled across today.
Yeah, let's get into it, Nick.
Fantastic. So here it is, right? So a Cardano price prediction. A healthy correction is likely now, apparently. So interesting. So Cardano price has been in a strong rally, and obviously I think most people who are watching this video would know that now. However, a closer look shows that it's extremely overbought. Yes, but we often talk about the RSI indicator and what goes on there, so we'll have a look at that as well. I do think a correction is due, Chris. I think most people are aware of that. I don't think it's now, like they're potentially saying. So they're saying there could be a pullback, and there could be, but we'll get into that in a little bit of detail. So Cardano price has been unstoppable lately. The ADA price has risen from the past 6 consecutive days, up by 92% in the past 7 days. So this surge basically has brought its total market cap to more than 25 billion. Making it the fourth, the biggest cryptocurrency in the world, Chris, after Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Tether. I think it's the third, because I don't class Tether as a cryptocurrency, because it's just basically fiat, pretending to be digital. So I don't believe that Tether should be ranked that way. But nonetheless, yeah, basically, it's got a $25 billion market cap. So it has, basically gone above Polkadot and XRP, not Ripple. Ripple is a company. Anyway, XRP. You can tell I'm off to a good start with this one, Chris. Cardano news. Cardano price has surged recently because the overall strong performance of cryptocurrencies in the past few days. This surge started when Elon Musk revealed that Tesla had bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. Not true. That line there is not true. It was actually surging before that news about Tesla launching $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, and it actually started when the Mary hard fork was announced on the testnet. So yeah, that's not true. So I'm not sure I'm going to read any more of this nonsense on here, Chris, but we'll have a look at our chart later and just see if a healthy correction is going to happen anytime soon. And I wouldn't pay too much attention to these guys right now. So the next thing, Chris, that you've come across is this one, right? So Cardano in a major uptrend as it aims for $1.40. Should you buy ADA now? What do you think?
Well, I kind of feel like, yeah, when it pulled back, I would be looking to buy it.
That's exactly it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to know where the top is. Otherwise, you don't know if you're buying the top or you're just buying the correction or buying the fear, as we often say on the channel, right? Buy the dips ultimately. But if you don't know where that top is, you're kind of guessing. So Cardano, though, if you're super long, I love saying that. If you're super long Cardano, then yeah, you probably would want to get in now because these prices are, in a cycle, they're very, very attractive anyway. So if you're wanting to hold it for 10 years, yeah, it's a good price. If you're looking to flip it this year, potentially wait for a correction. So let's take a look, right? So Cardano is in a major uptrend since Friday. ADA gained over 60% in these 5 days, ultimately aiming for $1.40. I think it's aiming higher than that, but there we go. The current price surge seems way overextended. Yes, it is. And a pullback to 60 cents might be most likely outcome. Hard to disagree with the understanding or the logic of that. So fundamental analysis, smart contract viability increases Cardano positive outlook. So the 5th largest cryptocurrency by market cap. Bearing in mind this was done on the 9th, right? So it's not the 5th, it's actually the 4th. Yeah, so basically, where was it? Announced that smart contracts launch on the Cardano testnet. So on top of that, Cardano is a market position as the most decentralized cryptocurrency. So for those who don't know, yes, Cardano is the world's most decentralized cryptocurrency out there. It has the most native, digital asset delegated and staked and out of circulating supply in the world. It has a ridiculous number of validator nodes as well, Chris. So yeah, it's definitely the most decentralized. It's just fantastic. So yeah, and basically, it's a future prospect in terms of smart contract creation and smart contract transfers from Ethereum. And you're seeing a lot of people basically leaving, or a lot of projects leaving Ethereum to join things like Cardano or other blockchains, because Ethereum gas prices at the minute are just making it impossible to actually run a business on there. If we think about Celsius, Chris, who pay all of the gas fees, they're losing millions upon millions upon millions to just paying those ridiculous gas fees. I'm not going to go through the chart stuff, but yeah, basically we get the idea here is they're aiming for $1.40. And I think we'll go probably up towards 5, if not higher, dollar-wise. So we'll have a look at our chart in terms of that. The last thing, yeah, unless you want to say something, Chris?
Yeah, I was just going to say, you've got all this stuff happening in Africa as well. There's going to be big announcements coming. I'm certain of that. And yeah, I think that all kind of sits sort of in the underlay of this bullish sort of content that we keep putting out, right? Because Cardano is going places, isn't it?
Yes, the seedy underbelly of Cardano. Is that what you're trying to guess at?
That's pretty much what I'm getting at there, definitely. And you've just talking about the projects moving across. I think there was a DNA company that are moving all of their projects over from Ethereum to Cardano also. So lots happening, Nick.
Yeah, we also saw it with Singularity.net minting the AGI ADA tokens on the Cardano network, and kind of not really focusing on developing any more ERC20 to stuff. So yeah, you can see the move, you can see the shifts happening. So really interesting stuff happening there. So but this one, the block, right? Charles Hoskinson, founder, Cardano. I like that. Charles Hoskinson, founder, Cardano. On restoring trust through decentralization. Now, this is an incredibly long piece, and we're not going to get into it in great detail. What I'm going to do is I'll probably link this into the video so you guys can check this out if you want. But basically, yeah, it's a block spoke to Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson about blockchain industry and restoring trust through decentralization, and the upcoming smart contracts and all that kind of stuff, right? And I think, yeah, back in 2005, I got to the point where I said, hey, I had the ability to do a clean room approach where we just assume nothing exists, start from the science and the first principles, and say, okay, with all that we know, how would we actually build a cryptocurrency if it would do all again? So yeah, back in 2015, this is the how he kind of approached building Cardano, and it really broke it all the way to the beginning, built it from the ground up. Fantastic stuff. So decentralization and good governance is obviously a key thing that obviously they talk about here, but I'm not going to go through all of this because it's too lengthy to put onto a video like this. But it's definitely worth a read, guys. So I'll link this one into the video, so do check that out. And yeah, it's a good read. But let's take a look at the Cardano chart, Chris, right? So this is our chart. So we have the Fibonacci on here, the retracement. So the low level of this is the 1st of February, the high level that we scoped out here, although not necessarily the right thing to do because I haven't got a top yet. But this one, it shows the 8th of February. Hopefully we'll get a red candle at some point so I can put the top in so we know whether or not you want to be potentially waiting for a corrected level to buy back in and where you might want to be selling. So that top's going to get found soon, but we are fast approaching 90 cent on this chart right now, and there's a bit of a delay on here. So I think we're actually at the point of recording this video, we already hit 90 cent. So yeah, interesting stuff. So we can see on this daily view that we are fast approaching the first price target of $94 area here, right? This area here, just before $1. And yeah, we're going to take that out hopefully real soon, hit the dollar level, and I think from there it's going to be interesting times. We can see all of the volume here. They can see these daily volumes, they're all green, right? No red daily volumes, just the green here. So there has been selling, obviously, but the majority of the day was basically just buying and more buying. And you can refer to the RSI here where it's all overbought. Currently on here, it's at 90 on the RSI indicator. Bearing in mind, anything above 70 is indicating an overbought situation. So we've been overbought for a few days, pretty much since the 4th of February until today, which is the 10th of February. So overbought, yeah, no one can deny that. So let's go ahead and throw this down into our 4-hourly view. Here we'll just quickly, briefly take a look at a few things. So we can see that we've had a little bit of selling pressure today, and it's pulled down a little bit, but it's also gone back up again, and it's doing really, really well currently. We can see the volume is still increasing, right? So our 4-hourly volume here, other than that red piece of volume there, it's increasing every 4 hours. So that's still got a lot of momentum in it. We can see that we came down on this particular red candle here to become not overbought anymore, so just within that 70 level, and it bounced right on out of there again. So you're seeing a lot of here is that the sentiment around Cardano and the ADA token at the moment is buy it, and there's a little bit of profit to be taken. They'll bring the RSI down a little bit and then shoot it right back up again, bring it down a little bit and shoot it up again. You kind of like a rinse repeat scenario. Okay, and you can see it from the volumes. The volumes drop, they go up, they drop, they go up, they drop, they go up. Would accept them to drop. Okay, so whilst that drop in volume allows you to trade sideways without damaging the price. The RSI can then get corrected and everything's hunky-dory to move up to the next level. So let's take a look at the 1 hour view here. And again, we can see a lot of that volume shifting And most recently on this hourly view, the volumes are still doing really, really well, increasing on the hour in the last couple of hours. There's a little flat moment here for about 4 hours or so, just in the middle. But the volume most recently, yeah, is still going up, which is fantastic. We can see that we came down, we corrected our RSI, right? So we were overbought for a few hours. We came down to about 54, and we are now fast approaching the 70 level. I imagine that we're going to become overbought very soon as we go ahead and take out that dollar level. And I think once we hit a dollar, Chris, I think that's probably where we'll start seeing a correction. There's probably a lot of psychological selling that's going to happen there and a lot of emotions and stuff. So we'll have to watch how that one plays out. I reckon the dollar's going to be the top, but we'll see if that actually happens. And we'll just pull this up to this daily view for a bit of a summary. So ultimately, yeah, we know that the RSI is approaching the 70 level on the hourly. So most likely we'll become overbought again very soon. We know the volumes are increasing on the hour, and I think we're going to see a dollar real soon. And once we hit a dollar, I think we're going to get that correction that we need to see. And we could be correcting down towards maybe 60 cent or so, 50% of it, so maybe even 50 cent or so. But yeah, we'll have to see how that plays out. If I put this at dollar around here, say that's where we're thinking our first target's going to be, then we could see maybe somewhere in a range of 66 cent as a correction level. So we'll see if that actually comes in, because ultimately there's 3 key zones that we're going to hit. It's either going to be 74 cent, 66 cent, or 58 cent. Those are going to be the correction zones. Personally, I play it safe, thinking about the 618 Fibonacci level here. And if I were to sell, if I was going to be a trader, Chris, I would potentially be looking at maybe getting that sell order in as high as I can once I know that the thing's going to be going down. Once you get the indication from the RSI, the MACD, the volumes shifts, the sentiment shifts at all, then I'd put the sell order in and then maybe look to buy back at around the 75 cent zone. So, you're only out of it very briefly. But I'm not a trader, and I don't really... I don't make any advice anyway, because that's not what we're about here. But I don't trade. I find it risky. It's very stressful. So I like to just make sure my long-term plays are sound. But yeah, that's the chart, Chris. Anything you want to talk about?
No, I think that probably covers everything, Nick, to be honest. So whistle stop tour, right?
Absolutely. So I know Chris wants to talk more, and I just take all of the lines away from him. But he did talk about the pool earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it's fantastic. So guys, if you have found this video useful, informative, do go ahead and smash that like button. Chris really does appreciate it, and so do I. And if by chance you're still not subscribed to the channel, do go ahead and subscribe. By subscribing, you will be kept up to date with all of the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And of course, Chris, what do we want to remind everyone about the pool?
Yeah, if you're not staking your ADA already, or you are, but with somebody else, get on over to the Cheeky Crypto staking pool using the ticker CHEEK and some juicy rewards with us. We would love to have you with us minting blocks. You can do this through the Uri wallet, the ADA Lite wallet, the Atomic wallet, and Deadliest wallet.
Fantastic.
Just to name a few.
Right. And with all that said and done, we hope you have a fantastic day, guys, and we'll catch you all in the next one.
Yeah, take care.